encourage other people, strengthen other people, lift up other people, because you have that capacity. You can be one of those people. You can make a YouTube video and encourage people to make better choices. The potential is there for you. And when you step into those possibilities and realize, oh, I can do this, why not? And I can make this change, and I can stick to these disciplines, and hang on a second, I can do what I want. I'm free to choose anything I want. And if I make these choices consistently and keep improving my choices, my goodness, that there's just this so much beauty is revealing itself to me, and the possibilities of life and the deeper spiritual dimension of life, which is beyond our comprehension, but which will reveal itself to you, then that's available. That's always available. All we need to do is turn in its direction and make the choices which bring us closer. If we look at our life and we look at, okay, well, where are the negative influences? The influences which make me feel afraid, the influences which make me feel anxious, irritable, and food is part of that, of course. Where are the influences which make me feel tired and weary, sluggish and sleepy, especially in terms of nutrition? We've got to look at all the influences in our life, the things we watch and listen to. My goodness, the terrible things that are on our screens, the misery, the dystopia, the violence, the fear, and we're addicted. We want more. We like these true crime dramas, but they're brutal and they're dark, yet we're absorbing them, and they're affecting the way we think. The things we watch affect the way we think. They're creating pathways and beliefs about reality, and we don't even realize it. But what we're watching affects the way we think, the way we see the world. You watch enough government conspiracy films, about the paranoid guy and they're after him and blah blah blah, and you'll start to inhabit that reality. You'll start to feel paranoid. So be careful. Don't watch anything with negative information. Watch things that inspire you, make you want to be a better person, make you want to do something good in your environment, in your family, in your community, or just something for somebody else. Do things, listen to things, watch things that make you want to be a better person, make you want to be a better person, because you have to want it, rather than like, oh God, I'm supposed to be a better person. I don't really want to be. I just want to go and sit on my sofa and drink my beer and just forget the world. I don't want to be a better person. Well, you have to nourish. So part of you does want to be a better person. And hopefully I'm speaking to that part of you right now. Part of you does want to be a better person. Except it's been buried. And, so much has been stacked upon it. Disappointment, pain, failure, anger, resentment has been piled upon it that it can't be heard anymore. So I'm talking to that part now, and you have to recognize within you there is a part of you that really wants to be the best person you can be. Be a more loving person, a more consistent, reliable person, a more patient person, a more giving person, a more positive person for the people around you. There is part of you that wants all of that, and it's in here. Now it's in your hands to revive that part of you, to let its voice be heard more. Listen to its voice more, because we always listen to that voice which says, it doesn't really matter. I can watch this, I can eat this, I can say this, and it doesn't really matter. I'm afraid it does. Everything you do matters, because everything you do not only affects you, but it affects the environment around you, and it either makes it easier for you to become stronger and happier and a better person, or it makes it harder for you, and you develop like a deep rut, and you stay in your little rut, and you go round and round in your little rut, wondering why life doesn't change, wondering why the same things keep happening to you, why you're such a victim, why bad things keep happening to you, why people keep taking advantage of you, or why everyone just hating the world. And you can dig that rut deeper and deeper and get into greater resentment, greater anger, greater misery if you want to, but I'm here telling you don't have to do that. And you can listen to that voice inside of you which wants the light, which wants to be a better person, which wants to be strong, which wants to be able to not only deal with the challenges in your life, but wants to help other people, encourage other people, strengthen other people, lift up other people, because you have that capacity. You can be one of those people. You can make a YouTube video and encourage people to make better choices. The potential is there for you. And when you step into those possibilities and realize, oh, I can do this, why not? And I can make this change, and I can stick to these disciplines, and hang on a second, I can do what I want. I'm free to choose anything I want. And if I make these choices consistently and keep improving my choices, my goodness, that there's just this so much beauty is revealing itself to me, and the possibilities of life and the deeper spiritual dimension of life, which is beyond our comprehension, but which will reveal itself to you, then that's available. That's always available. All we need to do is turn in its direction and make the choices which bring us closer. Stop distracting yourself, stop wasting your time, stop killing time. And it's funny I should mention time, because this video started off as a video about immortality. And, to bring this full circle, the reason we don't take care of ourselves is because we all think we're going to die. We've all, pretty much most people have surrendered to the fact that, hey, their body's going to become weaker, they're going to get sick, and they're going to die, and you're going to fall apart, and you're not going to be here anymore. And so because we've all accepted that that's our fate, then does it really matter? Does it really matter if I just eat chocolate biscuits and ice cream sandwiches every day? Does it really matter if I just sit on my sofa, drink beer and binge watch Netflix series? Does it really matter? We think it doesn't matter because we're just going to end up in the ground like everybody else. But this idea of timelessness, because time is an illusion. Yes, things in the world change. We live in a world of change. But this idea of counting days and saying, okay, well that's a week, and that's a month, and that's a year, and oh, that's 5 years. And we're counting down the clock. By doing that, we are counting down the clock to when we are not going to be here anymore. And this is the most subconscious programming that human beings have been subjected to, is this terminal destination. And we count down the clock and we think, well, hang on a second. I'm going there. That's my destination. I might as well speed it up. And this is what a lot of people do without even realizing it. They think, well, I might as well enjoy all the earthly pleasures and just get it over and done with, die at the age of 60. At least I'll have enjoyed my life. No, enjoyment doesn't come from all the worldly pleasures. True enjoyment comes from, as I said at the beginning, this connection. Removing all the obstacles which are in here and in here, removing them all, and that complete connection where there is no barrier between us and the spiritual dimension, which you could call the divine realm. There is no barrier. And if you want to understand immortality, if you really want to understand immortality deeply, not just superficially, if you want to understand immortality, you have to go through this process. You can't just watch a video and say, oh, now, yes, I agree with this guy, or I disagree with this guy, blah, 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 now it makes sense, yeah, I've got that, file that away in my mental filing cabinet, now I know about immortality, or now I know that he's wrong or he's right. You can't just watch a YouTube video. You have got to go through this process that I'm talking about. If you want to understand the eternal dimension, which is the immortal dimension, where you never die, eternal life, it's something you can perceive, it's something you can taste for yourself, it's something you can know for yourself, but only by stepping into this unspeakable realm, this divine realm. Only by removing the obstacles and stepping into it will the eternality of your existence make sense to you. The eternality of your existence. Because time is not real. Time is not real. To understand time, we have to go into our mind. We have to think. We have to remember the past and project into the future, and time exists in here. But the only reality is this moment. And you are eternally in this moment. That's the only reality. If we're talking about time, the only reality is right now. So you don't have to, as soon as you start trying to measure, you have to choose another moment. To measure time, you have to choose another moment, which doesn't exist. The past only exists in here. The future only exists in here. The future, it doesn't exist. This moment is real. So the real question is, what are you experiencing in this moment? Where is your attention in this moment? Because really, the true light, how can I say? The true dimension of life isn't along here. I'm here, and tomorrow I'm going to be there, and then next week I'm going to be there, and that's not the real dimension of life. The real dimension of life is here, and it's a dimension of consciousness. There is only now. There is only now. And in this now, you've got these choices of consciousness. You can start thinking about something which makes you angry, and guess what? You'll descend upon the ladder of consciousness. And you'll feel angry, which is a very low vibration, so to speak. And you'll feel angry. Or you can remember something which touched your heart, something wonderful which happened, and you will go up the ladder of consciousness, and there'll be more joy and more love in your heart and more happiness. Now, I'm not suggesting you just rely on your mind to make you feel different ways, because I don't believe that's really necessary. I believe that, in fact I know, that if you bring your attention back to this moment and you relax your body, this is very important, you relax your body, because fear manifests in our body as tension. Fear is tension. So if we're tense in this moment, then there is fear in our body. Fear is present, because fear is tension, and tension is resistance. So you relax your body. So in this moment you become aware of how you feel, your emotional reality, and you ask yourself, okay, am I enjoying this? Am I enjoying this reality? We have all these guilt complexes about what we're supposed to be thinking or what we're supposed to be feeling. Even spiritual guilt complexes about I'm supposed to be, if I'm spiritually advanced, I'm supposed to be thinking this way, I'm supposed to be feeling that way, I'm supposed to be doing this. Just relax. Take all the pressure off yourself. Give yourself permission to be where you are, feeling what you're feeling, and ask yourself, am I enjoying this? Am I enjoying this moment? Not through what you're doing. You don't enjoy this moment by choosing some distraction, some pleasure, something which makes you feel good, some food, some activity or whatever, or even some thought. You don't enjoy this moment by any of those things. You bring joy into this moment. That means you enjoy this moment. You make this moment a joyful moment by, number one, relaxing your body so that there is no obstacle. Tension creates obstacles in our body and energy can't flow. So you relax your body, and then straight away there's a sense of relief. When you relax your body, there's a great sense of relief that floods over us, and we can just feel the warmth of blood flowing around our body, and we just feel like, oh, it actually feels quite nice just to be alive, to be relaxed and be alive. And then you bring your attention to your heart. You put your left hand, I won't do it because of my microphone, but you put your left hand over your heart, and you feel your heart beating. And you just say, thank you to your heart, or thank you for my heart, or whatever you want to say. But just be grateful, be thankful that you are alive, that your heart is beating. And you can choose all these different things to be thankful for. Thank you for the air I'm breathing. Thank you for this comfortable chair that I'm sitting on. Thank you that I'm not sitting on a spiky rock or something. Thank you for this soft, comfortable chair. Thank you for the bird song. Thank you for the sunshine. Find anything you want to be thankful for, but just feel it. Don't think. Feel. Feel your body relax. Feel your heart relax. Because our heart is normally held in tension. And when fear is in our heart, when tension is in our heart, then our heart is suffocating. And we can't really feel the joy of life. We can't appreciate the beautiful dimensions of life because our heart is held tense because it's scared. So we have to allow our heart to relax. And as it opens up, then we start to perceive more things, subtle things, things I can't tell you about, but things that will reveal themselves to you as you allow the relaxation to go deeper, as you allow the gratitude to go deeper, and your heart relaxes more, then more subtle things, more subtle joys, more subtle feelings start to reveal themselves. And we can allow this relaxation and gratitude to go deep, 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 deep. There is no limit, there is no end. You sink into this warm ocean of gratitude, relaxation and love, and really allow that to flow through us. Take the time to let it flow through you. There's no rush. Time is not going to run out. And this is the cause, the primary cause of most of our anxiety. Time is finite. Time is going to run out. It's not. Time is not going to run out. Relax. Be in this moment. Get the most out of this moment. Soak up the beauty of this moment with no pressure, no stress, no hassle. Take all thoughts of time off your shoulders. Let the pressure of time disappear. And just enjoy relaxing in this moment, this infinite, eternal moment. Sink into it. Allow the peace to come up from within and let it permeate your heart. Let it flow through your body. Breathe deeply so that the peace can circulate. As you breathe, the peace can circulate. And this is the reality you need, this reality of peace, timelessness, relaxation is the reality you need to inhabit. And then what happens when you spend more and more moments in this reality? Time disappears. Time actually disappears for you in this moment. Time ceases to exist and you can taste the eternal dimension where there's no fear of time running out. There's no thought of time progressing. You have permission to be in this timelessness and to go deep into the peace, the relaxation, the love, this ocean of love that is timeless, eternal, always there for you, and which you can forever be present to. You don't need to climb out of this ocean. You don't need to limit yourself. You can dwell in this ocean for eternity if you want to. You have the freedom, you can choose it. And your choices are yours to make. So please consider, stay in this space, relax, enjoy the gratitude for being here, for being at peace, and just take a few minutes after this video to consider everything I've told you. Everything about your choices, the influences you are choosing. Just take a few moments to consider it all, contemplate, and read the book I've written, which goes much into even greater detail than this video. It's called How to Live in Love. The link is in the description. And take your time to read that book and digest what the book tells you and the advice and the guidance the book offers you. And you can really step into a new way of living, a new way of perceiving the world, a new way of perceiving yourself, a new way of interacting with life and with eternity, with this eternal dimension, which is divine. It's there always, and it wants you to interact with it. And you want, the deepest core of your being, you want to interact with it. You want to be in the presence of it. You've just forgotten how to. So, hopefully this video has helped you remember where you belong and the possibilities that lie in your own hands. So, please enjoy this space, this peace, this relaxation, this sense of limitlessness, and come back to it whenever you need to. Remember what is real: eternity, present moment, the peace, the relaxation, the love, the ocean of love that is there for you whenever you need it. Okay, thank you for listening to me. I wish you well, and God bless you.